Just
And
working
then
booting up Wizard 101 here, then we'll actually have some
what?
video. So we're gonna run the No Gear Fire Wizard again. It's episode 4, I think. For those of you that haven't seen this before, again, this is
I think so.
running
3, 4.
through Wizard 101 with not necessarily no gear. It's a little bit misleading, the title. It's no gear that boosts stats. With the exception of a deck. Well, not a deck. There are two pieces of jewel that boost your two pieces of jewelry. Can't even talk. That boost your arch mastery stat. Arch mastery is the ability to cast secondary schools. Normally through game progression, you can't do that until much later in the game. I've given the exception to have that earlier on so that I can cast other spells that I have in my deck. So we're offering that.
So
We can have a wand as long as it doesn't boost a stat.
3, 2.
And obviously, the decks are necessary because you literally can't play the game without a deck. For those of you that continue to watch this series, once we get about level 120-ish, I think it is, we'll actually be going away from the no gear simply because it is physically impossible to progress through the game after about that 120 mark
3,
without some gear.
1,
It's just
2,
not physically possible.
3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
So this is
5,
running up. We're
6,
going to switch to the
7,
live feed
8,
and get the cameras
9.
up here. I have to do window capture for Wizard 101 because it doesn't recognize Wizard 101 as a game.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sunhaven's the same way when I stream that. I have to do window capture versus game capture.
Well, so I don't know what the issue is with Sunhaven, but as far as Wizard 101 goes, the reason that Wizard 101 does it is because the graphical client that they use is an executable file. So it's a .exe file, and so Streamlabs doesn't recognize that as a gaming file because there are almost no games that are .exe. .exe files are like old computer games that you used to play that had a disk involved with them. But I mean, when this game was made, that was 2008. So it's understandable. Alright, so we don't want the big guy, we want the little guy. Level 9.
2008? I was in elementary school.
I was 2 years from graduating. In 2008, I was 2 years from graduating. Don't make me feel old, Willow.
Cool. Old is somebody in 2008 when they're born in 1998.
That's 10.
Yeah, 10.
That's 10.
Wizard! I'm excited to tell you about a
Wizard, something very
You're just
exciting has happened.
much older than me. It's okay. You don't need to cry about it.
Come find me by the water in the commons.
How old is Jenny again? I forget. She's a year older.
Jenny's a year older than me. Like, not even a year older than me.
And you're what? 20. I want to say 26, but I feel like that's wrong.
You're right, actually.
Oh, look at that. I actually, like, subconsciously know more than I know consciously. That's so wild. So Jenny's 27. Okay, I don't feel as bad. I was like, yeah. Girlfriend's like 24, 25. She's 27. Alright, so once last we left off, we completed Firecat Alley, which was a little difficult for us because we are fire wizards. Firecat Alley is fire-based, so you can see the issue. We have completed Firecat Alley. We are going to travel down Triton Avenue Now, for those of you that haven't played this game, the names are kind of self-explanatory about what type of primary enemies you're going to face. For those of you that have played this game, you already know, like Fire Cats are fire, the Tritons are storm, the Cyclops is a myth creature. So this is a storm-based street. Now obviously there are other monsters here that are not storm-based, but the primary is like storm-based. And you'll see that when we go in here, you'll see the theme. The very storm-based theme
You
that this
there! Help!
street has.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See all the lightning bolts and the thunder clouds. Electric eels.
He's a nerd.
Yes, yes. I'm trying.
Nerd.
This one doesn't require as much for me to be able to see properly, so I'm gonna try and see how much of this I can do with my glasses, because there's a lot of glare from my screen onto my glasses,
6.
and it just looks weird in my videos. That being said, I'm supposed to be playing games without my glasses on, so I don't know. We'll see how long this lasts. But
2.
I'm just not super keen on the glare that shows up on the camera. Let's see if this is as bad.
2.
I guess not. Since the coloring is darker on this one, I guess it's not as bad. So we'll run glasses for now, because I need to be able to see.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then 9. 1, 2,
And I actually may run away real quick just to go check on my laundry.
7, 8.
We've started
9.
it, and I'm already going to switch to be right back.
2, 3, 4.
And I'll be right back.
1, 2. How dare you?
Oh,
So offended.
I can still hear it going. Never mind. I can still hear the washer going. Never mind. Oh, I am old. I feel old.
Yeah, you are. You're so old. You're ancient.
Thanks. Love you too, Lola. Alright. So we're gonna switch
It's
back.
okay. I'm his favorite person.
Switch back to the live feed. Here we go. Alright. It's Arthur Griffinbane.
I'm lucky you came along.
I'm lucky you came along.
Something has broken the flow of storm
Whoa.
magic through the street. Those towers should have arcs of lightning between them.
That's
This is
kind of
bad.
cool. I wonder if I've never noticed if you finish this quest line if the arcs of lightning actually reappear above the streets. So I'm gonna actually pay attention to that this time.
My sister Susie and I came to see if
That
we could
sounds
help get
boring.
things back under control, but we got separated. The
I don't
haunted
remember
minions
how
drove
long
me
ago
back.
it was, but they actually changed the quest lines of these 3 areas a few years ago to kind of like refresh the
Create a
game.
diversion so I can try to break through, attack the minions,
3
and I'll
twos
meet you
and
by the
then
river.
4.
Because you
That's
used to
1,
have to go
2,
find this guy. He had been
3,
kidnapped, and now he's here, and you have to find his sister. So they flip
4.
flop. Right. Defeat haunted minions. So haunted minions are like some of the basic enemies in the game. These guys should be relatively easy for us to beat. 135 HP, not too terribly bad. We'll try and see if a Thunder Snake will be enough. So, yeah, accuracy on Thunder Snakes is fairly low, so... Yep, I fizzled. Good. Great. Awesome. Okay, we'll go with something a little tougher that I know will hit. We're gonna whack him with a Scorpion. So you'll notice some of the dungeons that I'm doing, I may take like 3 or 4 attempts to get through because I'm doing this with no gear. So this is a lot more of skill and luck and less about like strength. You know, normally I would have some decent gear that would help me resist damage and help me increase my attacks and stuff. But we're just running on straight, you know, do I get lucky enough that my card does enough damage to defeat the enemy? Do I get lucky that theirs either fail or they don't hit enough? it's a lot more based on the RNG and the really strategizing how I want to play out to make sure that I don't accidentally put myself in a situation where I kick the bucket.
But I want to see you kick the bucket.
So,
This is why I watch your streams.
for instance, I could wait a turn and guarantee a hit. I could hit now with this weaker card, which I know will hit, and then do another weaker one next turn. These guys aren't too tough, so I'm not worried about it, so I'll play the weaker spell this turn, and then play another next turn, and should be able to finish him off, and then I fizzle. So we're just gonna go with the bigger spell anyways. It's all about spread. Because we're not going based off of boosted stats. So, there we go. Goal complete. Down the hill, Artur Gryffindor.
Thanks for the
Thanks
help,
for the
wizard.
help, wizard.
I wouldn't have gotten here without you. I'm worried something terrible has happened. On my way here, I saw one of the lightning eels with
Lightning
Susie's
eels?
wand in its jaws.
Ooh, lightning eel. Lovely. Yeah? You feel better now?
You love me. I do, actually.
Dropped it, but maybe not. What can we do?
I couldn't help it over here.
You're very loud.
If you can bring me that wand, I may be able to assist.
I may be able to assist, yeah.
Really? How?
So, Duncan Grimwater, this guy right here, remember him. He's a big, strong supporter of the first story arc, BBEG, Big Bad Evil Guy. He doesn't think that he's evil. He thinks that the guy is either
Stands for?
misunderstood or that everybody is lying. He's definitely. He's a bit.
Wait. Clue.
What?
BBEG. That is
Big-
Big Bad Guy?
Big Bad Evil Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I never knew that.
You're
I've
not.
seen it.
You're not being serious right now. You're joking, right?
No, I never knew that. Like, I've seen it written out, and I'm like, what the hell is big?
Willow, you're messing with me.
I'm not.
Willow! Willow, you should
I'm
be
not.
disappointed in yourself.
I was trying to figure out, I'm trying to figure out a BBEG for my session. I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
Willow.
I love you?
Just for a moment. Just for a moment. Just for a fleeting moment. You need to feel some shame, okay? The fact that you... Willow!
It just now clicked.
Willow! Okay, so we have two options presented in front of us here. We have the option to continue with the story quest, talk to Duncan Grimwater. You can also pick up this side quest from Sohomer Sunblade. I think we'll run the side quest. Side quests will help us gain levels and experience to kind of offset the fact that we're not
You.
gear. It's not as good as just, actually using gear, but it helps. Sometimes you gotta complete some side quests in order to beat the main boss.
Greetings, wizard. Thank goodness you're here.
The big,
undead
bad,
are making a
evil
mess of
guy.
everything, but they're only the beginning.
Willow.
Trying to, for so long, I'm like, why the hell is everybody looking for a beg
Storm
for their
flows through Triton Avenue in
sessions
a
or whatever?
or at least
Because I'm in like a lot of D&D stuff.
Mhm.
And everybody's like, I'm looking for an idea for a BBEG. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean?
Angry lightning eels have swarmed up from the depths and are slithering.
Do you want to know how long I've
If
known
they
about
aren't driven away,
BBEGs?
their electrical charge could
You know what?
unbalance
Shush.
things even more. Could
You
go
wanna know?
I don't want to know.
them away?
I don't want to know.
Since I started playing video games,
I don't want to know.
my original BBEG was Bowser. because I played the
You
original.
know what? To be honest, that was probably my original one too. Because we had like the Super Mario Bros. On the Wii.
My first video game was the original Nintendo. Original Nintendo Super Mario Brothers.
Duncan Grimoire.
My mom
necromancer.
completely
I was
against
drawn
video
here by a
games
massive surge
until
of
my
It must be
brother
the
had to
undead
have brain
over on the
surgery.
street.
and then that was like literally the only thing he could do while being bedridden.
I wish
Cool.
Malice
That's
were
why
here.
Tim
He
is-
could stop all this madness instantly. If only he were still alive.
Be nice about my brother, okay?
It's fine. I
No,
like Amber.
that is not why.
I like
He had a full recovery.
Alistair is alive
And his brain
and
surgery has nothing to
passable.
do with how
I don't
he
know what
acts
you
now.
Saw, but you must be mistaken. Someone is trying to deceive you and Professor Ambrose. Malistair was a great man, the greatest necromancer of this age. Ambrose is responsible for what happened to him. If he had
See, Duncan thinks that Ambrose is in the wrong and Malistair was an amazing guy. Duncan doesn't understand what Malistair did and the things he was willing to go through.
Can we talk about this later? My sister's lost out there.
Eventually we get to the point where Duncan Grimwater discovers the truth. And, it changes him.
You're right. Wizard, bring me that wand, and I think I can get to the bottom of this.
Okay. So, but before we go defeating electric eels,
I'll feed you to an electric eel.
I said defeating, not feeding to, but we have a couple of side quests we can knock out here. Not this one, actually. Oh, it is defeating electric eels. We need 2 quests for defeating electric eels, so we'll do that. We have a side quest for defeating 3, and the main quest requires us to defeat 1 to find a wand. Defeat and collect quests are hit or miss. You know, the odds used to be there was one quest in a later world, and the drop rate on the item was so bad. So many people complained because you could fight like 15 or 16 of the monsters before you finally got the item that you were looking for, and you needed 3 of them. That's a bad drop rate. That's terrible.
Great.
Alright, here we go. Electric eels. It's electric! You know what that song... I can't talk about that. I'll talk about that later. Do you know what... yeah. Have you ever heard that song, Willow?
No.
You cannot see it. It's electric. You got-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to message you what that song is actually about. This is a song from the 80s. For those of you that are listening into this clip, you can probably understand it. Maybe be able to figure it out. I'm gonna message my friend Willow because I don't want to...
Feeling I know though.
You probably do. I Facebook messaged you.
Oh, that's why my phone was going off.
You were probably waiting for a DM on Discord.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yep.
Mhm.
That was what I thought it was.
Because the next line is, ooh, it's shaking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure is shaken.
Alright, so we're gonna play the Fireblade spell because it's a 0 pip spell, so it doesn't do anything in terms of, like, using up our pips or mana. Every 0 pip spell is worth 3 experience. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you're using multiple 0 pip spells in a battle, that's, 3 experience per. That can add up over time. Easy peasy. We need 1 more electric eel and we'll be done with this side quest.
You gotta
really like-
feed.
I really like the
Like-
way that they changed how Triton Avenue looks. I'll show you guys, because I showed you how Firecat Alley looked before they changed it. And I'll show you what Triton Avenue looked like before they changed it. Where is it? Advanced video options. Here we go. Classic mode on. Hit OK. So this is what Triton Avenue used to look like. The quest line and the creatures changed when they changed the look of it too. But, so, I mean, look how flat this is. It's very basic. Oh, that was a glitch for a second. It's very basic, very flat. You know, the tone is a little bit brighter in terms of the buildings and stuff. But, I mean, there's really not a whole lot going on with the street. The trees look like very, like, outdated trees. The buildings are very blocky. There's not a lot of detail to the street. It's just a plain cobblestone street that goes one direction, has some striping, and some running water. You know, there's a little bit of definition to it, but nothing too crazy. Then we switch the classic mode off, and we go back to the updated graphics. Now look at this. I mean, look at that. The coloring is so much better. The trees are more defined and look like actual decent trees. The buildings are less blocky. I really
Did
like...
y'all notice how much of a nerd he sounds like?
Hey, you know what? I've been playing this game since it launched in 2008. Again, okay?
I was 10 years old.
But yeah. I was 2 years from graduating. But that's what I'm...
I was 10.
I just wanted, like... I don't even know
Yeah,
what...
old.
But, yeah. See, the definition... The streets just look so much better. We'll do the same thing when we go on Cyclops Avenue as well. Cyclops Lane, sorry, Cyclops. But it's just kind of cool. They're working on changing up each of the worlds. Kind of rather slowly, unfortunately. But they just changed the look of the second world now. That one, unfortunately, I can't show you what it used to look like because there wasn't enough people using the feature to switch back to classic mode in Wizard City. So when it comes to Krokotopia World 2, they just removed that ability to change back to the classic graphics. So I can't show you what it looked like before, but I kid you not the difference. If you look up any YouTube video about Wizard 101 and look at the Krokotopia areas, you'll see the difference. It's quite significant. So I think we gotta crack one more of these electric eels, and then we can go turn this quest in. Again, we'll throw a fire blade. Because I don't really have anything else good to hit with, I'm going to use this Firecat. With the Fire Blade, I should get a boost. We get 182. That is a nice hit. I have to double check and make sure.
Time to kill the llama.
Oh, my pet is giving me a boost. No, that's just giving me a card to use. It's not giving me a boost. So, we are going to disable the pet. Just because that way I don't forget later on. Because eventually the pets do kind of level up over time, and I don't want to accidentally be using a stat after I said I wouldn't. So, we'll just get rid of the pet for now. There are a couple of quests that you can only complete using your pet. You have to actually, like, become them and use them to complete the quest. So there will be a couple of times where we'll do that, but as long as we're not getting into battles with the pet, then we're not using the stat boost that it may have at that time. Alright, so we're going to turn in the quest to
Well
Sothamar.
done. That should stabilise things a little. I hope it's enough. Do you think you might do me another
I work at the
favour?
mill
You
across
see,
the river.
I work at the mill across the river. We
grind Lumina crystals. Ooh, Lumina crystals.
I was bringing in a load of raw crystals when everything went crazy. The haunted minions scattered
Kenny
my
still won't
shipment
tell me
all
what he
over
wants
the
to get for a
place.
tattoo and where.
Can you round up some raw crystal barrels and bring
I
them
don't
to
know
me?
if this has
I'll be in
changed
your
since
debt.
last time she told me. But last time she told me it was like going to be like a tattoo of memorial for her cat Bear,
Hmm.
and she was gonna get it on her thigh.
Oh, okay.
But like that may have changed.
Yeah, she won't tell me. Alright, so we got a collection quest for Stormer. Literally just collect some crystal barrels. They're really easy to do. You just gotta run around and find the barrels. They're even labeled crystal barrel. Like, this one is difficult to not complete. They might be labeled. Sometimes they are and sometimes they aren't. It depends on the world, I think. Just gonna run along the streets here. Don't see any barrels. Wonder if they're only, they must only be on the first half of Triton Avenue. Okay, so we're going back. So, Wizard City, or Wizard 101, I should say, uses a lot of microtransactions for stuff, but it's not forced. You don't have to buy anything. Does it benefit you? Sure, yeah, you know, but it doesn't prevent you from playing the game if you don't. Goes everything from gear to mounts to pets to treasure cards. You name it, they've got it. I have quite a bit on my Death Wizard. That's my primary wizard. I probably won't do anything on this guy. Simply because it kind of defeats the purpose. Alright, so here we go. Yep, see, so they're labeled in this town, or in this, area. 1 crystal barrel. Off the street. 2 crystal barrels. Oh, so the other thing too, you'll notice me when I'm trying to travel up areas without battling enemies, you'll notice me sticking to the sidewalks. The sidewalks are considered the safe zones in this world. Or in this game, rather. Sidewalks are the safest way to travel if you need to get somewhere without wanting to battle. There are a couple of worlds where the sidewalks aren't really defined. And there are a couple of worlds where you take the sidewalks and it doesn't make a difference. They're very few and far between, but they are there. When I turn in this
good.
side quest,
My shipment's recovered. I'll get them the rest of the way. Thank you, wizard.
he's
We
got one more
didn't
quest.
drive the eels away fast enough.
Uh-oh.
The store magic surge
Kraken.
murdered Kraken up out of the deep. It'll wreck everything if you
It'll
don't
wreck
stop it.
everything if you don't stop it.
You could use this teleporter to reach the Kraken. But it's broken. The rotting fodder stole its keystone. Get it back, and double quick.
Alright, so we're gonna go take on a rotting fodder. Hopefully we'll get the keystone right after the first one, but it doesn't always work that way. So to Upper Triton. Oh, while we're here, we should get the smith from this stone. Cattail for later. Yes. So, as I said before, each world has a different, like, hidden collectible throughout the different zones of the world. In this world, it's these little blacksmith guys. They just call them smiths. They kind of look like little lumberjack dudes. There we go. That's the one for Triton Avenue. And you go to Upper Triton. Alright, so now we're gonna head off and try to take on a rotting fodder. If you play a Death Wizard, you'll recognize the rotting fodder as basically a ghoul that the Death Wizard casts but in purple clothing instead of its standard, like, dark blue, black, whatever clothing. Alright, 150. We'll use the type advantage. So Bloodbats have a boost. It's kind of not going to be enough to defeat him, but Bloodbat is a myth creature, or a myth card, and Rotting Fodder are Storm, and Myth is good against him. Just as much as a player, Storm is good against Myth enemies. So not the most damage we could do, but, you know, still got a boost. So that's something. Ow. Again, these guys don't hit very much, so I'm not super worried. Even though they're rank 2, they're not going to take us out. Not in one go.
It's okay, I'll worry about it for you.
Okay. Ooh, got it on the first go. That never happens. I like collection quests that do that. If there's anybody that's doing the Kraken quest, they may be disappointed with having to deal with us since we're doing no gear, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, I'm gonna stop right here for a second, and I gotta go check that laundry I was talking about, because now I don't hear the washer. Be right back.
Ah. Hi, handsome.
How's it going?
Good. And no, I will not want anymore.
Alright, cool. So put it away. Oh, I doing pretty good. I think it's probably because it's still your grandparents' butchered animal meat.
Nice.
Those are pretty good. And I bit myself really hard when I was eating and it hurts.
Oh no, poor baby.
Yeah, baked potato. Mm.
Okay. I have returned.
Run away.
Okay, Google. Set a timer for 40 minutes.
Got it. 40 minutes. And that's starting.
Hey Google, stop the timer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I trigger something on your end?
You did.
That's what, like, who was it? Was it, Roxas?
Roxas?
Yeah, was trying to flip a coin and, like, one of my devices did and one of mine didn't, and... Gotta love Google. Alright, get back to it. Live.
Always the smartest person
Alright.
on the block.
Talk to Soham or
You
Sunday.
did it! Quickly, there's no time to lose.
Quickly, there's no time to lose.
Now that teleporter's repaired, you can go deal with that Kraken. Head on down and be careful. Good luck, wizard.
Alright, so this may be a little difficult for us. Hopefully we'll get the benefit of having somebody give us some assistance with it, but I guess we'll see. To the Kraken Isle. Yeah, I'll jump in with this guy. Why not? It'll be easier for us to finish it together than me to try and do it on my own. Actually benefit him too because he's a life wizard. They're not known for being powerful because they're life wizards. Their primary function is healers. I got Taco Bell for lunch.
That actually sounds pretty good.
Alright, you want to finish him off, or am I going to finish him off, bud? You're going to heal yourself? Alright,
Nobody
I'll
gets
finish
to
him off
finish
then.
him off.
I will finish the Kraken then. No worries, I got this. Oh god, so good. Dr. Pepper.
Gross.
Sometimes, especially when you're doing no gear, you gotta work with others. Alright.
I saw
So we
the
got that
whole
done.
battle, wizard. Masterfully done. We got the beast at bay. Now I hope we can get the rest of our trouble sorted out.
Very nice. Got some stuff we can sell. That's it for that side quest line, so we'll get back onto the primary quest.
Excellent. Susie is still alive. I can sense it from her wand. I think
I think I can
her,
find
but
it.
there's one
But
more
there's
thing I
one
need.
more thing I need.
I know a ritual that could grant me a vision of wherever Susie is. It's very advanced. I'm not surprised you don't know it. The connection between Susie and her wand is one anchor for the ritual, but I need another, and I think I know what will work. When I was trying to reach the source of the death magic, I ran afoul of the rotting fodder across the river. They're using storm magic.
Storm magic. How dare
Doesn't
they?
make any sense. Why are they using storm magic instead of death?
They were wearing strange amulets that were crackling with storm energy. Bring me those amulets and I can cast my spell.
Alright, so we gotta go take on a couple of rotten fodders again. This time we're collecting storm amulets. Back to Upper Triton. Storm amulets. This way. Meow. Meow. Oh, here's another side quest. Sandor Spitfire. A scrap of trouble. Okay.
Welcome to Special Reagent. where
Welcome
each
to
reagent
Special
is unique
Reagent.
and- Oh, sorry. I cannot do the pitch, for I am the sad. I have lost
For I am the
precious.
sad.
I am the sad one dealing
I
with
cannot
you.
do
I'm
the
kidding.
pitch. For I am the sad.
It is a scrapbook that belonged to my cousin, Sylvia Drake.
Your cousin
Once
was Sylvia
she was a
Drake.
teacher here
Interesting.
till the dreadful cold claimed her. Some monster called Skull Splitter stole Sylvia's scrapbook and took it to his skull fort. If only someone could get it back for me.
Alright. You know what's wild about the voice actors for this game, though? Is that they're actually... Some of them are actually, like, super famous for some big-name games. Like, not a lot of people know... I mean, that's not entirely true, but... It's not a popular game, Wizard 101. It used to be a long time ago. It's not as popular now as it used to be. It's still pretty popular, but doesn't
Because it's lame.
have nearly as large a fan base as it used to. But the fact that some of these voice actors are major players in some of the other like big name game franchises is pretty impressive. Yeah, we were going over the last time I was playing this. There was a voice actor for one of the characters in this game that's like the voice actor for a couple of animes that we've seen. Like,
Yeah, wasn't like wasn't he like really big in like I think Fairy Tale. I think one of Fairy Tale voice actors.
yeah.
I want to
which
say
was-
Gajeel, but I feel like I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly which one, but yeah, it was wild to be like, oh, you know, a lot of people know Fairy Tale, and a lot of people like Fairy Tale, and to find out that a voice actor for Fairy Tale was a voice actor for Wizard 101, like, that's crazy. Alright, so we're gonna try and defeat Skull Splitter on our own. We could always do a team-up, but we're gonna run through one time on our own, just to see how it goes. We're almost level 10. Once we get level 10, I can get a better deck, I can get a better wand, I think, and I can learn a couple of new spells. So we got a little bit to get
So
to go
you
to get
come
there.
for the
We're
scrapbook
almost
that
there.
belonged to Malastair's wife, eh? Pity she caught that cold and died. Well, I won't allow you to have it. I will deny him any kindness after what he denied me in life.
Oh, okay.
As for you, wizard, prepare
Prepare to join the ranks of the undead and serve me. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna happen, Sergeant Skull Splitter. Let's get this over with. So as with any battle, we have a
We're not
harder
doing that
boss
actually.
foe, and we have a weaker non-boss foe. And for the sake of making it easier on ourselves, we're gonna want to get rid of the weaker person first. Number one, we cut down the number of enemies. Number two, we cut down the number of attacks. Instead of 2 attacks coming at us, we only got. They shouldn't be too bad. They're only 200 something health each. So. In theory, if we can clear them out. We'll do a scorpion.
Got one more day. One more day.
Streamlabs integration with Tick is live. I forgot Tick was even a thing.
Oh yeah.
I haven't used
I have
Tick.
my one friend who streams and she like swears by Kick, and I'm like, I've heard of people watching Twitch streamers. I've never heard of somebody like actually sitting and watching a Kick streamer.
I haven't used Tick in so long. Oh my gosh.
I don't think I've ever even like had a Kick account.
I did a long time ago. Alright. So now we're down to Sergeant Skull Splitter. Okay. So this is not a new feature, but this is a newer feature that they added a while back. You can actually mouse over your name and see what effects you have on you, both positive and negative. So for instance, I've got the charm that gives me plus 35% to my next fire attack, and I've got the 2 traps. They call them negative wards. Positive wards are shields, negative wards are... The technical phrasing is negative ward. Everybody calls them a trap because the spells themselves are called traps. And the reason that they call them negative wards is because there's a couple of different spells that you can get tagged with that do negative things to you, and that's why they call them wards, versus just calling them traps. If you know what they are, like these ones are myth traps, then you could call them traps, but the technical phrasing is a ward. Okay. I know, technicality is boring stuff, but you know, it's part of the learning process. Alrighty. We're gonna have to try and handle this a little carefully because he does have 300 some odd health to go. I know I said these guys had like 200 each. I was wrong. Look at that one's got like, oh, I fizzled! Arrgh! Fizzled. Okay. We'll just try again. Another Fire Elf. As you can see, the accuracy on these cards is not 100%. The only cards that have 100% accuracy, I fizzled twice in a row. That's wild. That spell has like, oh, I guess it is 75% accuracy, but still. But, no, the only cards that have 100% accuracy are your basic blades, your basic traps, and, your healing cards and your wand spells. All other cards have some sort of percentage accuracy that's not 100%. Alright, in theory, that should be enough. So I'm gonna take this turn since I've got so many pips to heal myself, speaking of healing. I know it started running for some reason. Alright. That's fine. Ding me for 52. Guess what? I'm healing for 400. That'll put us almost at full health again. Just shy of full health. And he is slowly burning. We'll throw something at him just to finish him off a little faster. Let me go with the Scorpion just to guarantee it. Oof, 94 on that hit. He's got 108 minus 94. That's 14 health left. This is going to be a little bit overkill, but, you know, it is what it is. There we go. Sergeant Skullsplitter kicks the bucket. Back outside. Running down the street.
I hate it. I followed the video, and like, cause I didn't follow it exactly, now I can't do this. But it looked ugly anyways, so now I'm like going to freehand the middle.
Okay. I said we're running
And
down
now
the
I
street.
have to
We're
tear
not-
down what I built.
I'm
and
not
that's
really
annoying.
running down the street. I'm on a magic carpet. Flying down the street. You know.
How dare you fly?
Yeah. I'm curious to see what they're going to do for April Fools this year. Not every year, but quite frequently on April Fools, they release some kind of mount that looks like you might be getting a speed boost, because that's what mounts do, they boost your speed, but it actually reduces your speed. Or like, they had one year, for those of you that have not seen the movie, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, they mock horses with coconuts. You know, they make the clippity-clop sound using coconuts in the hands of the servants or the squires or whatever they are. One year they actually had that as the mount that you could get on April Fools, was a set of coconuts. You still got a speed boost, and you ran faster when you had it equipped, but it was really funny to just watch yourself, like, clippity-clop with coconuts in your hands down the streets of Wizard City. They had one where the donkey, instead of you riding the donkey for a speed boost, the donkey was riding on you. Like, you were giving this donkey a piggyback ride. One of the other ones that they did actually gave you a reduction in your speed, and it was a giant sloth.
The scrapbook. Thank you. My cousin, she helped me move here, make friends.
Now this is all I have left of her. You are a good person, wizard. Yeah, cool, awesome. We leveled up! So, before we continue on, we've got to go see Dahlia Falmea. Mark location.
Could you come to the school? I have something for you.
Yeah, sure, Dahlia. I'll come to see ya. So, she may have a quest for us to do, she may just give us a spell. It's level 10, I forget, and each school is different. I used to know without a doubt what level you were gonna get like a major quest spell on, or major spell quest on, because they were all the same. And then they did an overhaul, and stuff changed. So, yeah.
Oh no, how dare stuff change?
Well, like I said, they wanted to freshen up the game. They wanted to give it a refresh. You know, they're bringing it to console this year. They've got a like an alternative game coming to Steam soon. They still have their sister game going, which they're hoping to actually put some more time and effort into this year, and that's Pirate
Oh, the
101.
Pirates one?
Yeah, I enjoy the combat style in that game better. The storyline is decent, don't get me wrong, but the combat style in that game is I prefer that versus this card-based or this turn-based card battle thing. It's not bad, but look at that. Our first 3 pip spell, Sunbird, takes 3 pips, but does quite a bit more damage. And it's free. So all of your basic school spells are
We've
going
made
to
an
be
upgrade to
free
your spell book, wizard. You can now sort your
because
treasure
they
cards by
are
school.
your school. So let's get rid of a fire elf
Wait,
and
I'm destroying right now.
put in
Two
2 Sunbirds.
Yeah?
This is like
Hi, Victor.
$5 million. Hi. There's only 10
Hi,
left.
Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. And they're doing
Victor,
this
hi.
game where they all like don't know what the person gonna pick. There's like $1 million.
Victor.
They got ranked by like 1 through 10. And then the one's the person that everybody trusted the most.
Mm-hmm.
And then they thought they were all gonna pick 100,000 and be even. But one guy took like $600,000 and pretty much betrayed everybody
Wow.
because he has 2 kids.
Buy me a clock.
And everybody's gonna be mad at him when they find out that he took the 600,000.
$280, Victor. Buy me a clock.
Oh no, I'm poor.
It's only $280. You got that.
True. And this
Even
economy,
if you don't have anything else after that, you know, that's kind of your problem, not my problem. So you know.
But the mortgage payment is due this weekend.
All right, here we go.
I'll put on the streets.
I don't like
Okay.
the way they did this bazaar. They're supposed to be changing stuff with it, but the way that they changed this is just, it's not great. But anyways, we're gonna sell all the stuff because we're not using gear.
No, we're not gonna live out on the streets so Plu can get his stupid clock.
Too bad.
It's not happening.
Who needs his
No.
clock, so
No,
I'll get
he
his clock
doesn't.
and now
I
put in the
need
streets.
it. It's a
No.
one-piece clock, and it's a
Go
collector's item.
suck.
Can we live inside it?
No.
Well, guess we're buying a clock.
Willow, it's a collector's item.
No. I
Willow.
don't give a flying F.
Willow, it's
No.
a collector's item.
That sucks, doesn't it? Somebody else can collect it.
Wow. Somebody else did collect it. That's why I'm trying to buy it from them.
Then buy it with your own money.
No, I want you to buy it for me.
No.
I actually don't want you to buy it for me. I want Victor to buy it for me.
Is it because gifts are your love language?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I was borrowing Willow's money.
No.
No, I
No,
don't want. I like I said,
my guardian.
I don't.
You're
I
not
don't.
touching my money.
I don't want
Fuck no,
Willow to buy
Garden.
it for me.
No.
Even if Willow did buy it from me, I wouldn't accept it. I want it from you, Victor.
Oh, we'll see.
McVick.
Maybe for Christmas. Maybe for Christmas.
No, you. I'm teasing. I don't expect you to spend that kind of money on something like that. Someday maybe I'll get it, but
You will, I believe.
I don't.
Oh.
I want to. Oh, thanks, Will. I love you.
I don't.
You're so mean to me. All I
You
am
get weirded out when I'm nice to you, so I have to be mean to you.
all I am is nice to you. All I ever am is nice to you. This is how you treat me.
You and I both know that's not true.
Alright, let's see if we can get a wand. Probably not. Level 5 seems to be like... We're gonna have to wait for level 10. No, I am level 10. So it's 15 then. It's really weird. Wands are weird. It's like every 10 levels, but it doesn't start at 0. It starts at 5. So, yeah. I could get a wand that goes to specific types of spell damage, but the problem is the wands, the spells are weaker than the actual spells I get off of the basic wand. So even if I get more cards, they don't do me any good right now. So we're gonna wait. But we can get a new deck. And a new deck means more spells to carry. So the Novice Fire deck, as you can see, the starter deck that I have currently is 14 spells, 3 copies, a sideboard, which is where your treasure cards go, of 5. The Novice Fire deck, 20 spells, so that's 6 extra spells, 3 copies, and 8 for the treasure card sideboard. Or the Pharaoh's deck. In this regards, they're basically just the same. The Pharaoh's deck will run me a lot less gold because there's 4 of them on hand, so it's only 420 instead of 840. It's half the cost. So we're going to pick up the Pharaoh's deck. Now again, the only reason I'm buying a deck is because decks are the only way you can cast your spells. I hit the button to equip after purchase, and it still didn't equip it. Okay, whatever. We can sell the old deck. The starter deck. Oh, we can't sell it at the auction. Okay. But
I
anyway.
just realized I forgot to do like important work thing at work today.
Oops.
Rip.
So the Pharaoh's deck, as you can see, I have quite a few empty slots, so I can add more spells back in. So the nice thing about adding spells in is it gives me more cards to pick from, because you can technically lose a battle if you run out of cards. I don't want to run out of cards, so we're just gonna pop in a couple of spells. We use the ones that
I hope you run out of cards.
I'm actually gonna take the ones that require a balance pip that I don't have the Arch Mastery stuff for out. So that's gonna be the Lore Master, the Ninja Pigs, and the Spiritual Tribune.
Why would you take the Ninja Pigs out?
Because I can't use it right now. So it's just taking up deck space for something I can't use.
You don't want Ninja Pigs? Who are
want
you?
it. I just told you. I can't use them. Okay. Alright, there we go.
Good, sucker.
Let's go see.
No Ninja Pigs for you.
15 that I can get the gear that allows me to use Arch Mastery jewels. I have to go.
Y'all are still listening to this geek?
I have to go visit the Jewel Master. Catherine Rockhammer. That's jewels. That is not what I wanted. I wanted the gear that allows you to use jewels. The ring and an Athame, so let's go to the Athame shop. There's a bunch of like ripped skin from injuring myself at work today, and it's bothering me.
Good.
Yeah, it looks like we don't have any Athames we can buy yet. I think it's level 15. I'm just gonna look it up real quick, like. That's just starting at level 50. No, that's not the case. Base Archmastery starting at level 50. But that's just base Archmastery. You know you can get it lower than that. Let's see here. Yeah. Jewel for any level if you have something to stock it to, which can start pretty early on around level 15 or 20. Okay. So level 15, yeah, that's when we'll start looking to see for Archmastery. So, 5 more levels to go. That's quite a ways. Alright. But, with the level up to level 10, we've gained more health, as you can see. We went from 500 and whatever it was. It was over 559, I know that. But we are now at 613 health. 34 mana. Mana is how we cast our spells, health is how we stay alive, pretty straightforward. So, even though we're not using gear, we still do get some boost. You know, you get a base damage, you get a base resistance, base accuracy, you get an energy base, which is for, like, abilities and, or for pet training and some of the game stuff, gardening, things like that, crafting, not crafting, fishing. Not as important stuff. For now, we're gonna head back to Triton Avenue now that we've gotten our new spell. We're gonna head back to defeating Rotting Fodders to collect some Storm Amulets. We need 3 of them. Hello, Willow. Are you in Discord with me still and watching my stream? I'm gonna take your...
Hi, Blue.
Hi. No.
No. Why would I be?
I'm debating, like...
Talk to you?
It's
Never.
just you, and you're already watching my stream. I was like, I'm debating, like, streaming it in Discord too, but that doesn't really make any sense, because you're already watching my Twitch, and you're the only one here, so... Oh, I start getting power pip now, too. I've got enough pip percentage, I have a power pip chance. So the power pip is that little gold pip that you see there. It's technically worth 2 pips of your own school, so it makes it easier to cast bigger spells. That is another stat that you can boost. You can actually, like, cast bigger spells. I'm not boosting, because again, I said no stat boost. We're doing
yes, to all the staff boosts.
We're doing good so far. The only hang-up we've had on this journey is, as you guys saw in the previous videos if you're watching, the Golem Tower dungeon took a few goes because of the lack of boosted stats. But, you know, that's to be expected. We gained a couple of levels, went back through it, and we were able to get through it. So, sometimes that just has to happen. All part of the challenge. I have considered... because of the difficulty of it. Sorry, I'm trying to grab a soda. Busted. Okay. I have considered, they do run a no-death challenge. The Wizard 101. That is particularly difficult, and nerve-wracking, because the issue is what happens is, the way I understand the rules is, if your character dies once, if your wizard dies once, you delete the wizard and you start over. It's fine if you're like level 2, level 3, and you die and you have to start back at the beginning. If you're like level 70, level 80, you know, or even higher, I mean, you've progressed through a good chunk of the game, and then you die and have to start over? I don't know that I could handle that. I mean, to be fair, I've made multiple wizards, and so I've essentially started over. But to have to start over with the same character multiple times because I've died, that's a lot. So I've considered it, but I've kind of opted against doing that. I'm gonna see how I feel with this new wizard first, and then maybe I'll see what other people do. I know there's a challenge that people have done where it's not using any kind of healing spells. You're only allowed to heal
This was here.
in between battles, or if somebody else heals you, it's fine, but you can't use any healing spells yourself, which can make some fights or some quests a little difficult. There are a couple of exceptions because there are actually a couple of bosses that you can't beat unless you use healing spells.
Let's see what
Because of the way their cheats are coded. Yeah, there are bosses that we will deal with later on that actually cheat. Jeez, it's already been almost 40 minutes. My laundry's almost done.
If I'm right,
Yay,
and I
clean
usually
clothes.
am, whoever's enchanting
Yeah.
these storm amulets also kidnapped Susie. They probably have Susie imprisoned close by. I can use the link between
I can use the
wand
link
and
between the
Susie
wand
to find
and
her,
Susie to
and the
find
link between the storm amulets and their maker to produce a vision. Here goes.
Here goes.
Nothing. Whoever this is, they have some powerful magic. I think I could break through the interference with a
With a
charged,
charged
Lumina
Lumina
crystal.
crystal.
They make Lumina crystals at the mill across the river. Go talk to Blad Raveneye and get us a crystal.
Alrighty, we're gonna go have a chat with Blad Raveneye. Nyum. The Blad Raveneye.
Lumina Crystal,
You're out of luck. The undead stole all my crystals.
I've got lots of raw crystal. I could grind you another one, but the mill's broken.
Gosh dang it, the undead stole the cogs too?
Scattered them all
What
over.
didn't the undead steal from this guy?
But even if I could grind you a crystal, I couldn't charge it.
Oh, a
The
Scarlet
lightning
Screamer
bolt won't
stole
work.
your
A
primary
Scarlet
coil
Screamer
for your
stole the primary coil.
Lumina crystal mill. Jesus.
Could
Oh
help get
gosh.
me up and running again. Gather up the cogs and get my coil back from the Scarlet Screamers.
So we've got to go
then
collect
I'll
3
get you a
cogs,
crystal.
which are easy. They're laying around the street. We got to defeat a Scarlet Screamer for the coil. I don't know why he started laughing. Oh. Down the street. So the cogs, again, they're labeled. They're pretty straightforward, simple to see. Now, they say that that's 1 cog. If you look at it, it's 2 cogs stacked on top of each other. That should count as 2. But it only counts as 1. So, you know, split it.
Clue.
What?
Why would we want to make sense like that?
I don't know.
Makes no sense to
I
make
mean,
sense
Willow,
like that.
look at this.
It makes no sense to make sense like that,
Do you
okay?
see-
That's
do you see-
clearly one
okay, but
clog, and
do
you are
yeah.
wrong.
Do you see that, though?
That's clearly 1, and you're wrong.
No, there's 2 there. Look, see?
There's totally 1.
There's 1 here, laying at like a 45-ish or so degree angle, and there's 1 laying flat. There's 2 there, but
Nah,
counts it as 1.
that's just 1.
Oh, and then he said he only needs 1 primary coil, and we have to defeat Scarlet Screamers and collect how many? 0 of 3, but he said he only needed 1. I mean,
Yeah.
the math ain't mathin', Willow.
Well, that sucks if your math ain't mathin'. My math is mathin'.
The math ain't mathin'.
That's why I got an F in math.
Yeah, exactly. A squared plus B squared equals C squared, except when it equals C cubed. What? Oof. Islam.
See, cute. That's Ember.
Alright, here we go.
You should call Emerald cute once and watch him like.
I said C
Not one.
cubed, not cute.
Eh.
C-U-B-E-D, cubed.
Well, you should have said that instead of cute.
That is
That's what-
exactly what I said. What do you mean? What do you even mean right now?
What do you even mean right now?
Okay, one Scarlet Screamer down.
You're a Scarlet Screamer.
Sometimes I feel like a Scarlet Screamer. I don't know how that feels, but I'm sure that's what I feel like. So there's a tower here that we can't go into right now. But maybe I'll make a Halloween video because we can... They do, like, Halloween in Wizard 101 like, an entire month, which makes sense. I mean, it's a wizard game, magic, Halloween, witches, yeah. It all goes together. Okay. I will pass the turn so then I can cast the Sunbird.
You a sunburn?
Oh, Willow, check out my cute little Sunbird. Let's see if I can cast it. If I don't fizzle.
It's not showing on yet.
I know.
Your stream is so delayed.
Sorry.
How dare you? I see a
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Yep, I'm getting hit by him. Ow. Oof. Ow. Alright, here we go. Sunbird! Dun 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 dun! Oof. Look how cute he is.
So ugly.
The Scarlet Screamer did like 403 damage to me, and I did like 476 damage to it. That's what you get for hitting me that hard. How dare you? Alright, one more Scarlet Screamer, and then I have to run away momentarily, but I will be back.
He lies. He will not be back.
I will be back. One more Scarlet
He
Screamer.
lies. I'm gonna fool you.
One more time. Get rid of this because it's weaker. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We'll throw on this. I love how they're like. It's so weird. They're like. Like, why are you telling me to be quiet when you're screaming like that? Does not compute.
Totally how you tell people to be quiet.
Oh, they fizzled. Nice. Alright, Sunbird. Kinda likened to, like, I can survive long enough to use the Sunbird, so that's why I'm trying to, because it's a stronger spell, it'll defeat most of these enemies in one shot, so... Except when that happens, and I fizzle. But, you know, it happens. It's not a guarantee. It's got a 75% accuracy rate. The fact that I can hit more than 75% of the time is a miracle. Ow, that's a troll. Yes, I know. Timer going up. Time to go bird. Okay, what do we got? 65 HP left. Let's just throw a Fire Cat at it. Call it a day. Please don't hurt me. That's not hurting me. I don't want to get hit by a leprechaun's coins. Ow. Alright, here we go. Fire Cat. With a boost. Be gone. Be bother this soggy place, and be bother you. If this coil's still precious to you, take it. Alright, let's get off the street. And we're gonna spin. So spinning is the way to AFK without getting disconnected, because they actually do have a disconnection period. I don't know what the time period is, but they have a period where if you're inactive in the game for so long, it'll disconnect you. The nice thing is, we found out quite a long time that if you spin your wizard, which is by holding down, depending on how you play it. If you're left-handed, you would use probably the arrow keys while using your mouse with the left hand. If you're right-handed like me, I use WASD while using the mouse with my right hand. So, we found out that if you spin, by either moving to the left or to the right, you hit the button to make yourself spin in place, and then you hold the shift key, and then you release the turning button, and then you release the shift key, you continue to spin in the game. And that input, I don't know, I'm assuming they intentionally programmed that in, but that particular input creates activity to the game, and you don't disconnect, short of network errors or, device failure, things like that. Oop. So we're gonna spin. I'm gonna switch this to be right back. We'll be right back.
Don't let him lie to you. He's just gonna leave you on stream forever. I'm sorry, was I meant to help? Was not the impression I got.
Hey guys.
Oh no, run away.
There was either I read the timer wrong or it senses off of moisture in the clothes, and so it may not have been done yet because it gives you an estimated time, and then that time has to be adjusted depending on dryness level. And so when I went up there, there was still 6 minutes left on the drive.
You
So-
took forever.
Yes, I apologize for the 6 minutes delay of like dead space. You had to suffer
No.
with Willow for the 6 minutes.
Oh, I didn't even realize they could hear me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have someone
Oops.
trying to add me as a friend. No.
I thought you muted.
No. Oh god, no.
Oh, well then it was 6 minutes of me muttering to myself as I count stuff out.
Okay. I don't have to like change my made for kids
No.
thing, do I? Like you weren't like. I'm not gonna review
No.
the video and see that in 6 minutes you were just like talking like a sailor.
No. I was respectful. I was just counting.
I need to get mana, and I need to get mana without getting into these screamers, because I ran a little low on mana there. There we go. There's quite a few levels of mana. Wisps. Sorry, wisps. The technical term. Wisps of mana. Alright. Not full, but we're decent. Okay. Now it's back to Blad Rave. I switched back to live for the stream, right? Yes, okay. Thought I did, but I wasn't sure. Leveling up in Wizard City isn't too terribly difficult for the first, I don't know, 15, 20 levels. It gets a little trickier. And I mean, that's the same with any game. I mean, even in Dungeons and Dragons, the first, like, 4 levels goes by really fast, and then the rest of them drag on, because it's a lot more experience that you need.
Splendid. Now, put those cogs to good use and get the old wheel turning. I'll fix the lightning rod.
Okay, we're gonna go fix the mill. I wish you could actually, like,
We're
see the
ready.
cogs
Here,
go into
just
place,
pull
but you
this
don't.
lever
But that's
and
alright.
we'll charge that Lumina crystal right up.
Hold this lever. What lever? Oh, the lever. There's no lever. Oh, there's the lever.
Ah, well done, wizard.
Alright, Blad. Can I have a crystal?
Thanks to you, I'm
No.
back in business.
Here you are, one brand new, fully charged Lumina crystal. She's a beauty. I hope she serves you well. Okay. Knowing Jenny, she's probably changed her mind. She's gonna get a Minecraft bee tattoo.
That really surprises me.
I would pay for that. If she wanted that, I would get that for her. I know how much she has a thing for those bees.
She's
Oh,
a
so-
freak for them beers, okay?
She accidentally broke the one that I got her. And so I got a replacement. And it came, but it doesn't work. So luckily I was able to just get I have a return thing submitted for Amazon, or a replacement thing submitted for Amazon, and it's free.
Oh, that's so bad then.
Yeah. You know what's funny too is though you look at the item description on Amazon, and it says it's 5 inches tall. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at the actual like product dimensions, and it says it's 8 inches tall. And I ordered the exact same bee twice so far. The first one was 5 inches tall. The second one was 8 inches tall. My concern
Aluminum
is
crystal.
that the
This
third
should be
one
just what
is gonna
Lumina-
come, and it's gonna
It's
be
working.
5 inches tall.
Susie, I can see her. But what was that
What
horrifying
was that
thing with her?
horrifying thing with her? Oh gosh, what is that?
That's the
That's
Harvest
the Harvest
Lord. We
Lord.
studied him in class. He's a powerful spirit from the underworld
Who harvests the souls of the innocent?
It looked like she's in Galvanos
Galvanos
Tower.
Tower. Alright. To Galvanos Tower! Look, we've already got 4 bars out of the... I think it's 10 or 6. Yeah, 4 bars out of 10 in the experience score. We're already making good progress through level 10. Like I said, I think it's the first 15 or 20 levels in Wizard 101 that go by relatively quickly, and then after that, it just kind of drags.
Thank you.
The quests don't give enough experience, and some of them are like really long, like multi-part quests. We're off to Galvanost Tower. Here we go. Galvanost Tower. This is a boss battle. It's a dungeon. I guess it's not really... They don't really call them boss battles. They're called dungeons. It's a dungeon. See how this goes. Just me, myself, and my little fire serpent that's in my backpack at the moment.
Another soul to harvest. I knew my little prisoner would draw more to me, like flies to...
While we're here, we need to grab that history book, The History of Storm. That's a side quest that gives you a little background on the history of how the schools came to be.
Wait, my Dark Master warned me about
My
you.
Dark Master warned me.
Imagine the reward he will give me when I present him your very soul. Help!
Help! We can't grab the book until we're done. I've tried. In multiple different instances, I've tried. And you get close to the book and then it drags you into the... Oh, we actually can. That's amazing. When did that...
Ancient Tritons were creatures of the sea and heirs to the power
I just got a
of
notification or
the Storm
something.
Titan.
Oh. Milo's following me on Twitch.
Matt?
It is
my
thought
gosh.
they used their
Hi, Milo.
command of lightning to create
I love-
technological wonders. But if true,
Hey, in
their
my-
inventions were lost
Oh, they are?
to
No,
uncertain
yep, they are in my
times.
chat. Hi, Milo. Welcome.
The Tritons
So, Milo,
isolated
I know you've
themselves
played
from their
Wizard
dragon
101.
and
This
giant
is my
contemporaries,
attempt
but
at one of the
often
few
blamed for
challenges
cataclysms
that there
on
are with this
land
game.
or in the skies.
This is a no-gear wizard. So, I'm only allowing myself wands as long as they don't give a boost. Dex, because you need Dex, as you know, to cast spells. And with the introduction of
He's a nerd.
for second schools, I am allowing myself the gear that gives you Arch Mastery early on. But beyond that, we're not running with any kind of gear that gives boosts. No hats, no robes, no boots, no rings, no athames, none of the decks that give boosts, none of the wands that give boosts. Give it a bit of a challenge.
Eventually, they retreated to hidden oceans.
Looked at it
seldom
and said,
ever
"I want
seen
to
again,
suffer,"
though
and
some
then
suspect there is a
decided he was
world
gonna
of
suffer.
Tritons waiting to be found.
I wanted to try something more challenging. I've done Wizard 101 multiple times the way that you're meant to do it. I wanted to try something different. Look, open book. It's a free housing item. Woohoo! Alright, here we go. The Harvest Lord. Ooh, he's a fire type, which means we're gonna have some resistance against our spells. Not a lot of health though, 150. I got a Power Pip, and since I have the Balance Mastery Amulet, which doesn't give me a stat boost, it just allows me to use that Balance second skill with the Power Pips, so I can cast the Scorpion right away, and as long as it hits, I'll take the Rotting Fodder out this turn. Because he has 150 health, and base damage for the Scorpion is 160. Haha! Got him! Alright. Now we can focus on the big guy, the Harvest Lord. We're gonna get a little bit of resistance because he's fire and I'm using fire, but try to offset that with fire blade rather. Because the resistance is not 35%. My fire blade hits for 35% boost. We'll pass a turn so I can use the Sunbird. Maximum damage. Okay. Here we go. Sunburn.
Milo.
I messaged Jenny when I was leaving work, which was very late today. And I said, just leaving work, had to babysit again. And she messaged me, whose kid or a work kid? And I said, she just messaged me back. And I said, coworkers, multiple. Alright, we're not gonna get the full game, but that'll. I babysit the guys all the time, they leave guns out, and I have to make sure they don't miss. I don't think I babysit that much, honey. Not like I actually do. Mine was like making sure this guy who was putting a strut into a navigator today actually knew what to take apart and how to take it apart. He did it over Titan. He like put the new strut together wrong, and so I had to fix it, and it's a little different.
It's not.
It's definitely different. She claims hers is
It's okay, I'll just go over to Jenny's house and steal all her forks again.
She claims hers is making sure the guys don't use any guns, and that's not actually. They don't. They usually don't. It's not really making sure that they don't miss anything.
But my master's
I'm beaten. My master's grand design is nearly complete. Triton Avenue is doomed. Yeah,
I know what he's talking about. Meet me outside, wizard. I need your help.
Triton Avenue is not doomed. We're gonna save Triton Avenue. Bum 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 ba 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 da 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 da.
Flu, you wanna know what's ridiculous?
What's ridiculous?
I am planning on spending about $500 on my garden this year.
That's not that bad. I've heard worse.
Part of that is putting up
I
a
overheard
fence.
the Harvest Lord's plans.
Yeah,
He
like
was
an actual
raising an
fence.
army of rotting fodder, armed
Yeah.
with storm magic to attack Wizard City. But there's
That's
more.
not that bad.
The Tempest Nexus up
The
on the ridge
Tempest
channels
Nexus.
storm energy into Triton Avenue. The Harvest Lord diverted the flow of energy to enchant the amulets. But after he finished the amulets, he directed the flow back on itself. The Nexus will explode and take
The
Triton
Nexus will
Avenue with
explode?
it. Use the teleporter by the mill to reach the Tempest Nexus. I'll meet you up there.
It's gonna explode on itself and take out Triton Avenue. Oh no! Alright. Well, you gotta fix that. We can't allow these Scarlet Screamers and rotting fodder to die. I mean, not them. The citizens that live in all these houses on the street. We can't allow them to die. Why you would want to live on this street? I don't know. I suppose there's people that like stormy weather. Just like all the people that live on Firecat Alley that have to deal with the fact that it's like blistering hot on that street all the time. Alright. Through the high to the high ledge. Come on, to high ledge. Come on, there we go. Susie Griffinbane.
It's worse than I
It's
thought.
worse than I thought.
The Nexus could explode at any moment. The controls, they aren't working. I can't set
I
it
can't
right.
set it right.
Professor Baelstrom knows more about storm magic than anyone. Go ask him for help. I'll try to keep the Nexus stable.
Professor
Get to
Baelstrom.
Ravenwood
Alright.
and back quickly
Mark
by
location.
pressing the mark button to set your location. Give it a try. Use the Return to Commons button to get back to the Commons, and then head to Ravenwood.
Yeah, I could also just hit the go home button since my home currently is the dormitory in Ravenwood. And then I don't have to go to the Commons. I can literally just walk out the door. Do do boo do boo boo do boo boo do 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 do.
Alright, I'm gonna get offline.
You're leaving?
Tired. I'm leaving. Got stuff I need to do before I go to bed. I got homework that needs to get done. I've been procrastinating on.
Resonating Omni audio.
Oh my gosh, shut up. Why?
What is that?
There's nothing open that should be playing music phone. My phone's possessed. I don't know. Alright, I'll chat with you guys later.
Okay,
bye.
Here,
Take this master key, bring it against the metal of the Nexus 3 times, and the feedback loop should end.
Good luck and
Move quickly.
Mark your location.
Alright.
Click the recall button to
Teleport.
return to your mark.
That didn't used to cost 1 mana to hit the teleport button, and apparently now it does. I don't understand why, but alright.
You did it, wizard. Triton Avenue
Right,
saved.
Avenue saved. Alright. You didn't happen to run into my little brother.
Arthur anywhere, did you?
He's all
right. Thank
Thank
goodness.
goodness.
Take me to him.
It'll be so good to see him again. Alright. Back to Upper Triton. I'm gonna run across the Four Falls Mill. To Lower Triton. Across the bridges. Across the Great Bridge. Up the stairs. Archer Griffin.
You rescued Susie!
You rescued Susie!
All's well. The Harvest Lord has been driven back into the shadows, and the storm energy is flowing again.
There's still a lot of undead roaming around, but without the Harvest Lord to direct them, we can handle them.
Okay.
I'll help. So, the Harvest Lord said he had a Dark Master. Track that master down, wizard, so Malistair's memory can be redeemed.
Maybe you should leave that for later.
For now, tell Sergeant Muldoon that things are calming down. Yeah, Duncan doesn't get that the Dark Master they're talking about is Malik. But alright.
I'm glad to be free of the Harvest Lord.
He said he was going to steal my soul.
He stopped him before he could, but he needed some of my possessions to do the ritual. He sent his minions to bury my
Athame, Spellbook, and Spell Deck in mystically resonant places.
I don't think I could find them, but maybe your pet
Maybe your
could
pet
sniff them out.
I really
Alrighty.
This quest requires you to have a pet, and with a pet
Alright.
equipped, playing as your pet will make certain items an object. You can play as your pet until
Alright,
its
so as I
happiness
said,
runs out.
there are a few
Replenish happiness
quests
by
that we're
feeding
gonna
the
have to
pets.
have a pet equipped to do. This is one of those. We're gonna change our quest. Hunting down. Yeah. Pet. Play as pet. Find the buried book. That's actually not super far away. Okay. Buried Athame. That is a bit farther away. Meow. Oops. Got a little too close to that electric eel. We'll just knock him out and we'll take off again. That happens. Sometimes you're trying to cross streets or you're trying to get around and you run into one of these guys. Gotta not continue on. Alright, so we're not gonna use Bloodbath. They were scared of Adam. Finish him off. Oh! You can see the charged things, that I didn't notice the last time I was on this street. You can actually, like, visibly notice them there. Alright. Continue to play as pet. Buried Athame, it's on the other side of the street. Rear. There it is. And last but not least is the buried deck, which is 610 steps away. Oof! Didn't realize it was that far away. Alright, I can't use the map while I'm a pet. Can I take the teleporter while I'm a pet? Nope. Alright. In theory, I could unpetify, take the teleporter, and then turn back into the pet. But I'm gonna just run it. It's kind of fun sometimes to just run. You don't get to play as a pet very often. 5 happiness a minute. You can increase the happiness by feeding it snacks. I have a fancy snack which gives it 25 happiness. I don't know where this buried deck is. It's pretty far out here, though. Once we get it, I'll switch back to my wizard, because then I don't need to be the pet anymore. There we go. Almost there. There it is. Alright. Cancel play as pet. Itchy all of a sudden. I apologize. Itchy all of a sudden. Right. Across the streets. This way here. Sometimes if you're cautious and careful, you can cut across the street and save yourself some time, or even just run down the street. Doesn't always work. Sometimes there's a glitch. And you end up in the street when you thought you crossed it, but most of the time it works reasonably well. We're gonna cross in here, run across the bridge, take a left, up and over, up steps. Back to Susie. Here you are, Susie.
Thanks, Wizard. It would have been hard to replace these. I hope I get to work with you again.
Just under
less
less apocalyptic circumstances. Alright. Have a chat with Duncan.
Now that things are calming down, I hope to go back to investigating what brought me here in the first place. A massive surge of death magic. The Haunted Cave is a powerful nexus of death magic. It could be the source of all the undead troubles plaguing Wizard City. The rotting fodder and scarlet screamers kept me from reaching the cave before, but with the cave is across the river at the far end of Triton Avenue. Let's go
investigate. Alright. So again, Duncan Grimwater. Back to the end of the cave again. Now we'll actually take a quick shortcut here. We'll just take the teleporter to the Galvanoth Tower. That's going to take us less time to get to the Haunted Cave then, because we literally just have to run across the street here. Grabbing these crafting supplies as we can. Alright. Into the Haunted Cave, into the Haunted Cave. I have the supplies for most of the most of the crafting recipes that we'll have to do for the crafting quests. There are a few supplies that are hard to get that I don't have, but I have most of them.
You made it! Good!
While we're here, we need to take out a field guard, too.
I was right. The Haunted Cave is open again. It's been sealed for decades. This certainly explains all the undead. Who could have
Who
done this?
could have done this?
Malistaire helped cast the spells that sealed the cave so long ago. If only he were here, I'm sure he'd fix it.
You are so oblivious.
I know you think Malistaire's behind this, but that's just impossible. Someone's impersonating him, and we need to find out who that is. Those field guards, I can't beat them, but if you fight them, I can examine their auras. Maybe I can
Alright.
see who summoned them. Good luck.
So we need to defeat field guards for this, but we also need to defeat a field guard for the dreadful assignment. Any dreadful. So, multiple quests. Same targets. Makes it a little easier. $3.95. This guy's got a little bit more juice to him. I'm gonna get rid of some of the weaker spells here. Pass. It happens like this, you know? Alright, we'll put a fire blade on. That'll hopefully give us the boost. Hi, Ember. This is my no-gear fire wizard. Wizard 101. Your sister was here, she left probably like 10 minutes ago. That was a good shot. We need 2 more of them. Don't like interfering with other people's battles if I don't have to. Most people are reasonable, but there used to be this time where, like, people were super inconsiderate about it, and so you'd be, like, just finishing up! And someone would come run in, join your battle, another enemy would join, and it's like, oh, okay. So now I've got to take, like, 2-3 extra turns, however long it takes to get rid of this guy. Yay! Doesn't happen as often as it used to. Marleybone is really bad for that. That's the 3rd one. Occasionally there's a time delay here too, because like I've already picked a spell. Once the player picks a spell, that's supposed to force the time or the turn past, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Okay, we'll give this guy a whack with the scorpion. There's a slight delay, that's what the issue is. Oh, what's he got left? 200 and... Oof, I can't push that even with... Throw a fire blade on and then I'll use the fire out next turn. Do. Fire elf, does whatever a fire elf does. Sweetie, for 3 rounds. Sweet. We don't even need it. First round is enough. Okay, that's 2 field guards. 1 more. Those guys are still going. Let's, again, just separate ourselves and pull this guy here. I'm just going quicker and I don't want to interfere with them. So, we'll get rid of a lot of duplicates and some of the weaker spells and pass. Alright, let's do another scorpion. I think we'll do another scorpion fire elf combination. food. Haven't eaten in a little while. I'm hungry. Remember, now I'm having tacos. You were having tacos on Tuesday. Now I'm having tacos. Oh, he left. He popped in just to say some nonsense. Well, he'll see it if he watches my stream. Alright, I think we're just gonna pass because the burning damage should take him out. Yep, look at that. And now we're done. Talk to Duncan.
You did well fighting those field guards. They're even stronger than I thought. And I saw something dire in their auras. They're minions of Lord Nightshade, one of the darkest tyrants in history. He was sealed in this cave ages ago, but now he's free. There's a tower deep in Haunted Cave. Someone must have broken its seals and freed the Harvest Lord, Rattlebones, and Lord Nightshade. If we can get closer, I may be able to sense echoes of the ritual that opened.
I think this is where he has his world crushed. But we'll continue on. We'll see. Because I don't remember, but I think this is where he's like, wait, I know this magic. I can't deny it anymore. Hey, Duncan. Can't be. I can sense the pull and the spell that opened it. I'd recognize the magical resonance anywhere. Malistaire!
You were right. Malistaire's alive, and he's turned on us all. He's trying to destroy Wizard City.
But why?
Why? I've got to warn Malorn, or acting Professor Ashthorn, and then, I don't know. What can we do? Can any of us do?
What do I do? Am I supposed to... Is that it? Oh, yeah, that's, apparently it. Okay, well, we'll mark the location here. I need to talk to Penny Dreadful in the Commons, so we'll go to the Commons. Penny, I'm gonna turn my quest in for you.
Hey, you're back! Can I see your
Can I see your notes?
Undead weaknesses, life magic and soap, but they're resistant to blades, rocks, and rolled up newspapers. I had pretty similar results. Let's call this study
Successfully reproduced. I'll take it to Headmaster Ambrose right away.
Thanks, Wizard.
Thanks,
I
Wizard.
wrote a letter to tell my parents that I arrived safely, which is okay. It gave me a chance to add some stuff about Malistaire. He was my parents' favorite professor and an old family friend. Did you know he once drained all the life force out of a troll to regrow a limb,
then raised the troll to fight an ogre and save some students? Oh, he was a hero.
My whole life, I wanted to be just like him. I can't believe what he's doing now. I wish I just
knew why. I know why, but I won't spoil it.
Anyway, sorry. Would you mind taking my
Back
letter
to Prospector
to
Zeke.
Prospector Zeke and ask him
Alright.
to deliver it next time he's in
You
Marleybone?
see she's here. And then we go over here. And if you look, you can see that she's still there. And I think they intentionally spaced it like this, but you can still see she's there. Talk to Zeke.
Why, sure, youngin'. I'd be downright tickled to deliver that letter. I run
You
a
can
sort
still
of
see her,
postal service to
just
my
barely,
many
right there.
wanderings through the spiral. Say, now that I think of it, I just came
She's
back
still there.
from Marleybone. Got a package for, one Miss Penny Dreadful. You know what? How's about I trade you the package,
Package
for the letter?
letter. You take yours to Miss Penny, and I'll take mine to her parents. Off you go now. Now watch. As soon as I hit the done button, See that? She gone. Oh no! Where did she go?
The more I think about Malistaire, the more it doesn't make any sense. Why would someone so good suddenly turn so bad?
I just wish I could ask him.
If I could find him, maybe he'd tell me.
I know he used to live in the dark cave before it was sealed. Maybe he's hiding out there now.
I'll leave my spell book here, just in case I'm wrong, so my new friend can come help me.
Okay. Before I go off to the dark cave, we're gonna go make sure that Malorn doesn't need to have a chat with us. So, into Ravenwood, because that's where Duncan went. Was to go talk to Malorn. They didn't tell me to go there too, which is kinda odd. He doesn't have a quest for us. Okay. We can get to the dark cave from Firecat Alley. I know. And I don't remember if we're supposed to go through the Cyclops Lane side of the dark cave, or if we're supposed to go through the Firecat Alley side. So we're gonna go through the Firecat Alley side. Triton Avenue is the haunted cave, and that's a dead-end one. Firecat Alley is the dark cave. I guess technically, haunted cave isn't a cave. I think the difference between a cave and a cavern applies here. Let me find out. Caverns have speleothems, such as stalactites and stalagmites. Caves do not. Cave is a general term for any naturally occurring underground space, while a cavern specifically refers to a large cave with intricate formations, such as stalactites and stalagmites. Cave does not always have speleothems, and therefore cannot be considered a cavern. Caves have a section where no direct sunlight gains access, while it is not the same with caverns. Cave entrances are on the Earth's surface, while a cavern has its opening underground. A cave has one opening, while a cavern may have multiple. Okay. So yeah, cave versus cavern. Caverns can have multiple openings. Caves do not. So that's why it's very peculiar that they call the dark cave, because I guess it's an opening on the Earth's surface. Oof, badly. So we go in the cave, you look up, you can't really, I guess you can see a ceiling. I never really looked up before. But like, the thing that kind of gets me is that there's another exit for the dark cave.
Hey, wizard! I see you found my spell book. No, I didn't
talk to Malistaire.
I should have known he'd be too smart to come here. Could be worse, I guess. At least I have these thorough reports on undead battle tactics, so I can handle the things in this cave. Huh? Oh, my parents sent me a package. You're right. Maybe it will cheer me. Let's see.
Oh, wow.
Wow, pet snacks.
That'd be great.
If I had a pet, tell you what,
you've been amazing.
Ever since
why don't you take the snack?
Just a small token to say how
sure.
much everything you've done has meant to me.
That used to be a lot more complicated, but I got the snacks. We're gonna give the snacks to the pet. Alright. Alright. That is the end of Triton Avenue. So we are actually going to go to Old Town. I think the fastest way is going to be to teleport to the comics. fastest and safest ways. Teleport food to commons. There, see, that's the one I was talking about. See that guy right there? See them coconuts in his hand? That's what I was talking about, the April Fool's mount that's coconuts and makes you go like a horse. Like an actual, it sounds like a horse, but it's coconuts. Alright. I turn in the quest to Sergeant Muldoon.
Triton Avenue's not going to explode? Well, I should hope not. Sounds like things are getting sorted
out.
What a relief.
Thanks, Wizard. Alright. It's been 2 hours. It's 10 o'clock. I'm kinda not feeling up to tackling the next street. So I think we're gonna call it there. We have completed another zone. We're prepared to follow the next one, which is in Chase Tower. Here's Tower. Huh, I remember these. Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna call it quits there for the time. Yeah, thanks, Tron. Milo. Yeah, no, I don't do these ones too frequently. I kind of been on a kick of doing Wrath streaming, but yeah, you know, feel free to swing on by the next time you see me on and playing Wizard 101. This is what I'm doing primarily for my Wizard 101 streams, is this Fire Wizard with no gear. I mean, look at this. Hats. Robes. I've got some, but they're not equipped. Boots. Got the wand. No Athames. Balance Mastery Amulet. No rings. The pet is equipped, which I got unequipped. Pet was equipped for a pet quest. I've got a mount, a deck. We're running this as like basic as possible. Trying to make it a little bit more challenging than the usual play. So, but thanks everybody for joining. Catch me on the next episode of No Gear Wizard, or some of my other ones, like my Raft.